What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. There is so much to get to in today's market watch. When isn't there lately? Between stimmies and then tax returns slamming into the market, and now we have the remote duel results. Henko Chow in first place with Prank Kids. Pack also topping with Prank Kids. 3 of them in the freaking top 16. People are going out and buying this. You see Prank Kids place up a little in price. Prank Kids do resurging, and the rest of the cards baby bumping. I highly suggest, though, if you are in the market for this deck, I get seeing rising prices and going, I better get that now sooner than later. Test it online on a simulator for completely free. See if this fits your playstyle. Usually people that get this deck are sticking with it. I know a lot of people get it and then just give up on it. Try it out for yourself. The deck is impressive. What it does now is really cool, and people aren't as prepared for it. They're going to get more prepared for it, I think. But seriously, take your time, study this deck before you spend your cash on it. Also, within the remote duels, a huge hype surgence again for Ice Dragon's Prison. It's proving itself in this format. Amazing trap card, and I think it's going to look really nice secret rare in the Megatons. There's no shot, I think, that they won't be reprinting this. I think it'll look amazing in a higher rarity. Maybe they do super, but I think it'll be secret. And right now, $66, and it's held there since last night. If you had extras, I was a vendor, I would be offloading right now, but I get a lot of people are stuck buying these because they want to play in remote duels. They want to go play in tournaments. That's how much hype is behind these, and yikes, a lot of people are buying cards right now that feel like their reprint clock is ticking. Rise of the prices. That's all I can say. The short printed set continues to give card after card that just goes up in price ridiculously. Now, speaking of something you've had a long time to get, maximum gold sealed displays are going up in price. The lowest on here is actually $140 shipped to your front door about, and before you could get these at 100 solid, and you see the single boxes are at MSRP of 30. I think it breaks down to about $28 a box. This is something I said when it was around 100 that you want to get as a long-term hold. Now at 140, you're already making back your fees and shipping and that kind of stuff, but I think it'll continue to go up even further as people chase those meta cards, and almost every single gold rare set has gone way up in price over time. I think it's one of the easiest things to sit on like a mother hen, but hey, Konami at any point, this has a first edition stamp, could do an unlimited wave or do something with this set. I think Blue Eyes first edition, Dark Magician, those kinds of iconic cards will help this long-term have chase pulls, as Ash Blossom right now has so many printings yet is still expensive. Infinite Impermanence's first non-short printed version of the card, Nibiru's first reprint, Harpy's Feather Duster, very welcome in here. So many cards that will likely get reprinted again down the road in other sets will drain value from the singles, but I think the sealed will continue to do rather well for itself, especially the American version, because I've held the EU cards, I've held the USA ones. The USA ones just look a heck of a lot better despite all of the print errors that happen on both sides of the field handling this set. I think it's extremely good to have sealed, though, and I think long term, if you got in before, you're already doing pretty well for yourself, aren't you? Sometimes Market Man's right. Now, because we have our new Diviner of Heralds announced and then pulled from that set description, Herald of Perfection is up in price on almost every single front. This has been happening for some time, but they're surging even more. Speaking of set releases, we have a Necros card in Ghost from the past. We stumbled on this on stream last night. Ultimate rare and secret rare up. I would personally just go get the ultimate rare if you really have to have it. I need it. First edition, though, is now at 40 ridiculously, so maybe it's not time anymore. It was 18 last night. This is insane, and these were already up above market price, $14. I just don't personally think this is going to be taking over anything. It could get a reprint alongside a Necros card, but it's too late for hype building for Konami to plant something in. It would have to be planned ahead. I digress. It only has one printing. People also mentioned Drytrons with this. I just don't see it happening. Also, because of set releases, we know now Blue Eyes and Dark Magician are the themes of the tins again. Well, card of constant secret rare from Legendary Collection Kaiba, I've seen this focus several times, is $7 and quickly goes up here for its secret rare market price around $5. People are making choices and decisions just off set descriptions, and sometimes that can pay off, sometimes not so much. Now, you see those clickbait articles? You could have a card worth a ton of money you didn't know was worth a ton of money, and you could have tons of money off trading cards. Those articles really usually annoy me, and they pick really bad cards that you're unlikely to have. This card, however, the Dark Magician Girl promo from the 2005 tins, I remember tons of people having this back in the day, and if you're a local creepy Dark Magician Girl collector who really pressures you into giving up all your Dark Magician cards, like, hey, I really want your Dark Magician Girl to finish my page, I don't have that one yet. If he didn't get to this copy from you, you now have an $80 card. Also, the topic came up in stream, should you be collecting in 10 promos? I do think they're what's memorable about 10 products, and as sealed old 10s continue to go up in price, those 10 promos are what's iconic about them. They go up in price as well. I don't think it's the worst thing to be hunting on, depending on which 10 promos you're after, how old, how specifically desired they might be. But here's another example of a card you really might have if you held off from that guy. If you pushed him off, it might be worth some money. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Magic Rulers are around 300 for near mints right now. They sold out at a pretty much cheaper price for near mints not too long ago, but they've been going burr even for the unlimiteds. I feel like unlimited has been getting focused more, despite those packs still being out there. You can still get certain packs, but MRL is a set description that's not SRL, Spell Ruler, as it was changed to, and the newer unlimited packs are Spell Ruler. I do think this is an okay distinction print of the card difference for an unlimited copy, but I wouldn't be necessarily spending at this. The question is, though, my Blue Eyes collection, when will this fall down? People are after Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Dark Magician kind of stuff. You gotta be hunting in Facebook groups and working towards it and really try to get those near mint copies at a cheaper price if you're going in for cheaper. Also, something I didn't know existed, Magic Ruler in Europe. You will have the E on these sets, reprinted LOB stuff within the Magic Ruler, Fusionist being a card that I didn't know that came up on stream, and I was like, wow, you can get them much cheaper though over on eBay, and there's unlimited ones as well. This is something I just didn't know existed. Pot of Greed, first edition MRL is a thing too, sold out on TCG Player, but you can find them over on eBay for reasonable prices. So maybe I'm costing you some money. This is also a zero feedback seller, to be fair, but maybe you'll end up spending some extra money on collectibles you didn't know existed today. Just try to research it, see what prices are out there, see what things have sold on before jumping in. Speaking of things you might not know have existed, there is essentially the same as a DDS Blue Eyes. You have Duelist of the Roses Blue Eyes White Dragon. And this is a card, one of the only cards I regret not getting for my personal collection. Duelist of the Roses, an extremely popular version of the game. And you still have that prismatic classic art of Blue Eyes, but it is stuck in Spanish because this was only released in the Spanish version of the game set. They've been going up ridiculously in price, and man, I kinda regret not getting one. Nice condition ones are extremely hard to come by. One of the few collectibles I should have jumped on back in the day. Speaking of collectibles that you might not know have existed, there are ultra rares of the Champion Pack 6 versions of these cards. They are misprints. There are very few of them in the world. If you have them, they are worth a ton at this point. Back in the day, this one would go cheapest. This would be around $300. I think I had one that I sold ever, and I regret it deeply. Old Vindictive Magician for Apprentice Magician, and then Wing Blast, the biggest meta impact. These ultra rares are extremely rare, but also just as a note, Champion Pack 6, all the super rares seem to have been going up in price over time. Toon Cannon Soldier has a huge buyout on it for $300, and this should end about the collectible portion of this market watch, I think. But yeah, huge buyout on a tournament pack card happening here. I want to bring up the note again that Secret Slayers very well could be or could not be in the Megatins, also focused as Battles of Legends reprints. People are asking, Battles of Legend, where's the set description? Is it coming this year? I personally think it still will be. The last set sold extremely well thanks to the chase cards. And thinking about it, Ghost from the Past is pushed back. Why are they going to push the next reprint set when they haven't even released set spoilers for today's Ghost from the Past? So, You could see a lot more reprints coming in the future for cards like these, either in a debut set like the Megatons, where it's going to be pushed a ton, or it could be in something like Battles of Legend if it's still happening this year. Speaking of reprints, that's Legendary Duel Season 3. It's going to happen somewhere, sometime, probably. I would be offloading cards like these and these, the Magician Souls, Bane, Gold. They're at record high prices, and it's just inevitable that the reprint clock is ticking in some form or fashion. A level 1 Earth Dinosaur non-tuner is apparently very rare, and for Scrap Raptor combos, it's something you may want to consider having if you would like to find a metagame where you're making the Turia Beast. This is probably one of the only reasons you would be looking for this, but right now, it's pennies for the card, and it's just a nice thing to think about having if you're trying to make Naturia Beast in your Scrap Raptor combos. Super Quantal Mecha Beast Grand Pulse is up in price. Apparently, Mecha Quantals are getting some kind of hype again here in 2021. I don't necessarily believe in it, but yeah, this level 3 also had niche uses in Burning Abyss for popping back row, if I recall. Marincess Pascalis, there's only one cheap copy back on market before they're all $6. Ignition Assault should also be up for reprints at some point. I would be careful buying stuff like this if you do need it. Get it around 3 or under, don't commit over like 5. Witchcrafter Madam Bear bought out for the secret rare despite the other newer printings of this twice. People really want that secret rare of the Smug Lolly. And finally, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Eagle also getting a small buyout here. Interesting targets from side sets happening here or there. I don't know that I can speak for Fire Fist. It's a really cool deck. Watching some players do what they do with it, it's super interesting, and maybe it'll get taken to the next level by something. I don't dislike the deck, but it definitely has its issues in the deck. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversations, informations, trying to give it to you in a timely manner between collectibles, meta prices, and weird shifts in the market. And also congratulations to both Hanko and Pack doing excellent jobs with their decks.